there, ladies and germs. Elton McFall here, aka Retro Old School. I'm in the NDG sector of Montreal, where I used to live a couple of times in my life. Right here on Feilding Street, which unfortunately is not known for having some of the best roads, unfortunately. And I just did a video of that Aerostar you saw there just now in the beginning. I was happy to get that because I seen that thing driving a few times, and it's like, good luck finding one of those nowadays. Nobody kept those things. Dustbuster on wheels, as I and a lot of people have called them. You know. And look at this. Speaking of unusual, look at that. Never very common, and especially now. This 20-year-old Infinity. What is it? An i30? I think it is. I had a friend who had one of those once. Too bad he turned out to be a dick. Oh, I guess nice can work. Yeah, buddy. Sweet. Yeah, man. Actually, it's funny. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a walking video here or not, but again, I was on the bus, the 51. I saw that old Aerostar back there. I said, "Oh, I got to go film that." Then I see that Infinity you just saw there. I just showed you just now. Doesn't look to be horrible, eh? Next to him, looks like an old fruit and vegetables place there. I hear an ambulance responding somewhere. Look at that vintage bike there. It looks pretty nice. I'm actually near Ed's place, you know, my friend Ed there. And then check this place out here. It says breakfast all day, man. I wouldn't mind. I love breakfast. I could almost eat breakfast anytime. But look at this place. Is this like not open yet, or did it just close? It looks very old school. It says the NDG Luncheonette. I like that. That's a pretty cool looking place. Yeah. Maybe it hasn't opened yet. I don't know. I like it. Yes, sir. Here comes the scrap, which I've taken already 2 of these pieces of shit today. Unfortunately, one on the 105 and one on the 29. And then I took one home yesterday, just not even a 10-minute ride to go from Préfontaine Metro to my place, because it drops me off a block from my place in the 29. And it was one of these pieces of shit, and the guy was driving it with the worst fucking way possible you can imagine. I mean, just horrible, like stomping on the fucking gas, stomping on the brake, absolutely horrible. I'm like, thank God it was only like a 5-minute ride or so, because man, I would have wanted to fucking strangle that driver. As a matter of fact, I even thought about calling the STM and complaining about this prick, because the thing is that, like, I can't stress this enough, okay? The old buses, they all rode beautifully and smooth and relaxing and everything, and the newer buses, 2009, 10, 11, pieces of shit, Nova scrap, made in the Saint Eustache, made in Plattsburgh. I don't care where the fuck they're made, all garbage. Alright, so I said my piece. I said my piece. Doesn't matter now, I'm walking, I'm content. It's about 20 degrees Celsius. There's an old Toyota pickup there. Can't imagine the amount of mileage must be on that compared to a... Oh, tabarnak, look at this. Oh my lordy. Look at that, it's like a Schwinn replica, like one of mine, but like a copy. Man, I'm really starting to be glad I really filmed this walk. I wasn't expecting to see such cool places, but they all look like they're closed because of COVID. Well, that's good though. It's good to see all these places, man. This is an area, this is a street that needs some rejuvenation, you know. There's a Hummer 350 V8 probably. Some of these actually had a diesel. Ooh. Some of those had a 6.2, I think, in it. Yeah. There's the old Toyota. I filmed a couple of old vintage elevators in this street. Yeah, there's one building in particular across the street from where I filmed that Aerostar. Yeah, that's a rough building, very sketch. You know? Why does everything look closed? Why is everything closed around here? I don't understand. This isn't the country or a small town. Oh, this guy's open. Hair salon with a pole that doesn't turn. This building, look at this is all redone. Even the bricks. No expense spared. Hey? Actually, as I mentioned, I've lived here a couple of times in NDG, Notre-Dame-de-Grâce, and I actually used to live on Chester Street, which is a block north of here. I never remember if it's a block or 2 blocks north of here. But anyway, I used to live near here. I miss living in NDG. You know, everything's more wider open. The streets are wider. There's more green spaces, and you know, I don't know. Maybe there's less of a degenerate factor too, compared to where I live in Hochelaga, which is like the fucking dregs central. It's like Skid Row Central where I live. There's Walkley Boulevard. I'm gonna have to do another walking video on this street because this street has changed a lot. This used to be known as like the worst street in NDG actually, and there's been a lot of buildings that have been restored and revamped and renewed, and because that's a sign of how Montreal property values have gone up so much that a lot of old buildings have been rebuilt and they've been bought out by Russians or Chinese or whoever, Arabs, and they poured money into them, and the demand is there because Montreal is more popular than ever to live in. So all these poorer neighborhoods are really, not all, but a lot of poor neighborhoods are changing. This place looks like it might be sketch actually. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Well, maybe. Yeah, it looks kind of sketch. Again, that's another one that could be, again, in the future redone. You know? Of course, a little part of me is, you know, a little reluctant filming on this part of the street because, yeah, it is a little bit rough, as you can see. You know, and there's some shady characters, but, you know, there's just shady characters in a lot of parts of Montreal, eh? So, and some things are often not what they seem. There's Prince of Wales Street. What a name. I'm going to check my phone now for a guy who was a customer. He came by and bought a die cast from me yesterday, and hang on a second, guys. You know, those meteorologists, they're really boneheads sometimes. Yesterday until this morning, they said today, mainly sunny. And then I look at the forecast again, I said, I bet you $100. It was like noon. I said, I bet you they changed it. And they say this afternoon, mainly cloudy. What a bunch of boobs, man. You know? Man, oh man. This is right here. This is the nicest part of Feilding right here, is where all these trees are. So many trees and leaves. Beautiful, you know? And look at the colors changing. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. This right here with the bike paths, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. People can't park here now because of bikes. God forbid the bike. Anyway, I'm gonna stifle myself because there's no point. I've already made my point actually. It's no point going further into it. Then you got homes here which were built much longer ago. Like this one here, you can see was probably built maybe in the 20s, 30s, 40s, something like that. Look at beautiful colors changing. Here's Cumberland Street. There's an old Sentra Classic over here. Holy shit, look at this thing. Whoa, daddy. You know, this model, they stopped making it, I think, in like 89 or so. But they kept making them in Mexico, I think. It's known as a Sentra Classic because it was so affordable and it was great. It was a great car. So I don't know what year this thing is. Hell, it could be from Mexico for all I know. Still kind of neat to see because now they're all gone, you know. Sont toutes parties là. Oh, friggin' gone. Yeah, I used to see a bunch of old cars when I lived down here between 05 and 08, I think it was. And of course, that was the glorious time of the STM Classics, you know, the MCI Nova buses, and they were just reigned supreme on this route here on the 51 route. Now it's all scrap. You know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. You know, they say every day is a gift and a blessing. Yes, but that comes with a lot of annoyances, unfortunately. Unless you're a type of person that's laid back about everything, which I don't know. I don't think most people are. I think a lot of people are like me and just annoyed by a lot of things today because things have generally changed for the worse, and the only things really that are notable. Oh my God, look at that old Accord. Look at this old Accord. I just filmed a freaking Sentra Classic. There's an old Accord. I don't believe it. Yeah, buddy. Wow, that thing is sweet. And it's a coupe. And it's in good shape. Oh no, it's rusted out. But it can be restored. Unless the floor and the frame are horrible. Wow. That is a nice surprise. And this is Grand Boulevard. Le Grand Boulevard. It's actually, since it's a very Anglo area and always has been, it really is Grand Boulevard, not Grand Boulevard. I don't like when I hear that in the announcements for buses like the route that runs here, 104, 138. You know. Anyway, continuing eastbound. With my shirt around my flannel shirt around my waist because I had to take it off. It's so bloody warm now. Feels like it's gonna fall off though. Oh yeah, it's because I got a few things on me here. I've actually been feeling lousy the past few days. I don't know if I got friggin' COVID or if it's because of the fact that, wow, look at that beautiful wood. Holy mackerel. It looks like it should be on a house in Westmount, not here. But yeah, anyway, no, I've been friggin' working my ass off on this painting of that I'm working on right now. That's you probably have seen by now, I guess. A fire truck, and it's a ladder truck. And if you know fire trucks, it's like of all types of front trucks, they have the most details on them. It's almost like painting a cruise ship or something. And yeah, I mean, then on top of that, I'm working on a model on the side, and I'm always listing stuff for sale. I mean, I'm just using my eyes like crazy. So yeah, unfortunately, it's taken its toll on me, and unfortunately, to make things worse, last week I sort of broke my glasses. And I don't want to go into it, I'm an idiot, but I think that was another culprit to why my... Because if you're, even the arms of the glasses, even if they're like off a little bit on one of your ears, that'll screw you up. There's a pressure on your eyes and the muscle of your eyes and all that stuff. And I gotta stop a second. I didn't really like have a plan. I didn't really have a plan as to how long I'm going to film this for. Maybe I'll just film it until the end of the street, which is at Côte Saint-Luc Road, which is up there. But then you know, this street and Côte Saint-Luc cross paths, and then anyway, this street becomes, I think, Isabella. And then I had a guy yesterday. I was downtown, and wow, look at all these guys here, big gang there. Holy cow, where are you all coming from and going? My lordy, big gang. They're all gonna be on YouTube. Anyway, I lost my train of thought now. Dang it. Wow, that's a huge group. Check this out. Wow. Usually when you see cyclists, a group like that, they're like, got all the safety vests and all that jazz, you know. Hey, that reminds me, this street here, okay? Guy over here, up this street here, I'm going to actually zoom in just for the hell of it. Maybe it's there. I remember every time I came by here, I would check to see if it was here. Guy used to have an Oldsmobile Omega. Blue. It was like in excellent condition. Engine probably blew on it, or transmission or something, and you know. So, but what do you want? They were pieces of junk. I've had a couple of people say that. So, yeah. Actually, it's amazing because there are a lot of cars from the 80s that they were junk, and that's why there's none of them. It wasn't just because there was a lot of plastic and they weren't very attractive. You know, like that Sentra I showed, that Sentra with the mag wheels. I mean, it's not a particularly attractive car. There's nothing exciting about this. This is built for economy, period. Well, I should mention to you, speaking of looking at these red cars here, I should mention to you for my Italian friends here, Italiano, there's a lot of Italians that live around here in NDG. I forgot to mention that. Probably should mention it, it's important, you know. C'est important, là. Yeah. Yeah, I used to live right up on the next block for about 3 years, like I said, or less. Yeah, between on Chester Street, between Randall and West Hill. West Hill is the next street here, and then at the corner of my place there was a high school there. And I remember, actually, it's funny, I remember being at times in the afternoon, if I was home like doing the dishes or something, I'd look out the window and there'd be a Classic park right there, an STM Classic ready to do school service after school, you know. You see a really old caravan there, eh? Construction in Montreal? Yeah, to be expected. Yeah. Oh no, great. If I'm not saying anything, it's because I don't want to say anything regarding these stupid buses, these stupid electric buses. I was on that boat for a while. I was on that bandwagon, the electric cars, vehicles bandwagon, and then you do some research, you see some things, you're like, not, I don't think they're the most conducive thing that people think there. I think they're an illusion, frankly. There's paramedics. Give them the peace sign. Hopped up Subaru. I like how that ambulance is going really slowly. This is like waiting for a call out of boredom. Look at, you know, you could say what you want about this street, about Feilding Street, but look at this beautiful park here. Tree line. Beautiful. I remember when I used to live down here, you had the old people here. They were there, you know, playing a shuffleboard. That's what it is, shuffleboard. And it was a shuffleboard right here, actually. Now it's a garden. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do love the autumn colors, how it changed so quickly. And too quickly, and it doesn't last, unfortunately. You know? It don't last. I'm happy to do this video. We got, it's like, actually, it's overcast, you know? I was gonna say it's cloudy, but no, it's overcast. There's some sun over there. There. Yeah, I'm thinking about that Honda Accord we saw there in the corner of Grand. I mean, yeah, it's got rust, but still, there's only one other one like that I've seen. I made a video of it, and that was years ago. Once again, gone, you know, it didn't really, but yeah, no, once in a while you will see one, because again, they were a well-made car. It was Japanese. That's when the Japanese car quality really started to hit hard on the Americans, was in the, like, especially late 80s. That's when really Toyota, Honda, Mazda, they got their shit together, and they really made some amazing cars and started to be able to be reliable for hundreds of thousands of miles. You know, like, it's funny, you know, I'm thinking, like, for example, a BMW, you know, BMW, Mercedes, you know, they're good cars, right? Don't talk to me about Audis. At that time were garbage. But anyway, the point is that, yeah, they're good cars, but you got to be rich to own them, because the fucking parts cost a fortune. The hi buddy, the maintenance costs a fortune. So you're almost better off being rich or a mechanic to fix them yourselves, because they're freaking money pits. It's like having a boat. Boats are money pits. They break, you know. All right, I gotta stop this again. And this shirt doesn't seem to want it to stay around my. Doesn't want to seem to stay around my friggin' waist. What's great about routes like this, the buses are so frequent that I can pick and choose if I'm not in a hurry if I'm going to get on one or not. Like, this is a 31,000 piece of fucking shit. That would be the third one I take today. I've already taken 2 of them today. I don't want to take any more of them, not that I can help it. You know? This right here, this is man, I'm an idiot. I said before that we were Grand. This is Grand. The other street we passed, the boulevard, is Cavendish. My bad. That's not bad. Doesn't look like it would be too good in the snow, though. Look, I can even hear the rear part of this thing rattling away. These fucking buses, they should keep them maybe like another 3 years max and just junk them all. They're all good for garbage, fuck. And I feel bad because I saw the driver. I took a quick look at him. It's a young guy, you know. I'm not being a prick to do that to piss them off. It's just, it is what it is. What can I tell you? You know, you could have drivers say what they want about classics and say, oh, you know, the front window would fog up when it rained or was winter, or they were too soft, or everything rattled and was noisy and crazy. Yeah, but they were the best. They were comfortable, they were reliable, they were smooth. You know, you felt safe also. That's another thing too, by the way. I've never felt safe in a low floor bus. Never. I don't care what it is. You just don't. You're like riding on the ground along with these guys, you know? That's why people love to drive SUVs and pickup trucks. That's one of the reasons why. Because you feel safe, because you're riding higher up. What the hell's wrong with that? That's nothing unusual, especially in our North American life, eh? Right? So, yeah. Look at this. You got some World War II era houses here I forgot about. Like this one here on the corner there. That's definitely built during World War II, this era, probably, or late 30s. May or may not have been used for the armed forces there, soldiers. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I almost thought about ending this video. Oh, good old Chevrolet. Yeah, but oh, it's a dually. Nice. Oh yeah, man. Wow, you guys really lucked out, man. I can't believe how many old vehicles I've seen so far around here. What is that, like 3 or 4 or 5? What was I talking about now? Yeah, I thought about ending this video at Grand Street, because like I said, I'm still not feeling well. Again, I may or may not have COVID, I don't know. But I haven't done a walking video since last week, and I should be doing more of them because of the fact that it's, you know, the shit season's coming, and it's going to be too cold to do anything, so I got to take advantage of it, you know? Why is that old man standing there? Ooh, thought about stopping this for a second there because, yep, I film buses. I film buses I like that school bus coming here. Oh, we'll include her. We shall include. At Hingston. Hingston. Yeah, I thought about going to see my friend Ed, but the thing is he's working, you know. Oh man, I remember this place. Check this out. How many houses have you ever seen in your life that look like that? That look like that. Look at the door is. It looks like it's part of a castle. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Look at that. Do they even make houses? Do they even make any homes like that anymore? You know what? I saw a video recently. I saw part of it. There's a millennial guy there. He did a video asking. He's going around asking people what do they like and what they don't like about Montreal, the city. So since a lot of you, like the guy I met yesterday, this is the video he likes to watch the most, is these walking videos. I want to hear your comments. What is it that you love the most about this city, or what is it that you hate the most, or either one? So let it all hang out, man. Construction, you hate it. You love the restaurants and bars, whatever, anything. Just mind you, keep in mind that I think a lot of people's responses can also be based on their age though, as well. So, and another thing too that's interesting about getting older is when you get older, a lot of your ideas or tastes can change as well. You know, look at beautiful tree lines. Man, I love it. I love it about NDG. Kind of like my area, but you know, fancier, right? Fancy schmancy. I'm gonna stop here a second. Interesting, those two people that just passed me, that's why I stopped recording, are coming right towards the camera. Yeah, they're from France, they're French. I've heard a few people from France around here. It's surprising, but it also goes to show you how this area is also changing, and how, like even in my area, a few years ago, there wasn't many people from France in my area in Hochelaga. Now there's tons of them. Look at that old S15 or Jimmy. Now there's tons of them in my area. It's like going to become the next plateau in Hochelaga. And that means there's going to be more of them here as well, you know? So, we're going to finish this properly here. That's Côte Saint-Luc Boulevard coming up there. Well, boulevard. It's a boulevard, but it's technically called Côte Saint-Luc Road because back in the day it was just a road, right? Like so many areas in the city, it wasn't a freaking 4-lane boulevard. It was like probably a 2-lane road with a few trees and cornfields or whatever, and you know. So just going to give it to you, show it to you straight here. And I'm going to go get myself a cafe at the Timmy's there next to the Snowden Metro, and I just realized, oh god, I hope I can actually, because I might actually go to the one instead, I think, on the Carry, because the one next to Snowden Metro is way too busy. Yeah, 2:55. Freaking kids are going to be coming out of classes soon. Well, I'm really glad I did this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I like how a lot of you like the videos and don't complain about there being swearing. I sure as hell know, I don't know anybody who's ever fucking complained about any great movie of the past that had lots of swearing in it. You see the similarities, see where I'm getting at with this? But again, political correctness is a mofo. Guy I know used to have a black Cadillac Fleetwood 65 parked here. We usually parked around here. I think he moved though. I think he's got about as much character as that Cadillac actually. And he goes to the Julep sometimes. Anyway, so that's about it, guys. You want to show your love, you want to become a patron, chip in a few bucks a month, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I thank you to those of you who are. And if not, you want to just send me something directly, since as you probably know, I'm just a poor man with a big pimple on his face, unfortunately. You can do that with my email, which is eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. You can send me something via an e-transfer in Canada or PayPal from anywhere in the world. Thanks for watching, guys. Merci de regarder. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.